Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about a different moment Indonesia economic history that took place in early 2026. We are going to dive deep into a topic detail, reciting the first how the MSCI warning reshaped Indonesia capital market. Basically, we witnessed something unprecedented. The top leaders of our financial system, the CEO of the Indonesia Stock Exchange or IDX, and the chairman of the Financial Service Authority, the OJK, reside simultaneously, but to thoroughly understand why this happened and the enormous impact it has on our country's future. We cannot just look at the resignation. We have to look at the spark that light the fire. That spark was a surface warning from a global financial powerhouse known as MSCI. For those who might not, MSCI stands for Morgan Stanley Capital International. The great global indices that this state where trillions of dollars in for investment go. Currently, Indonesia enjoys the status of an emergency market. This status is like a VIP pass that brings billions of dollars in foreign capital into our country. But in January 2026, MSCI had not to revoke that VIP pass. They warned that Indonesia could be downgraded to a frontier market. Why? Because they saw critical flaws in our stock exchange was open rating. They point out a surface like transparency. They highlight concern over coordinate trading, where stock price were greatly manipulated behind the scenes. They also criticize the low free float, meaning not enough shares were actually available for the public to trade, as they were tightly controlled by hidden hour. MSI basically told the global market the Indonesia Stock Exchange is not entirely fair right now, and the global market listened. The impact of the warning was devastating and immediate. In just 2 days, foreign investors put their money out in a massive panic. The Jakarta Composite Index crashed by over 8%, wiping out roughly 8 billion US dollar in market value. The situation was so chaotic that trading had to temporarily halt in was a full-blown crisis of confidence. This brings of the resignation faced with a combination complex of fake trust. IDX CEO Iman Rahman and OJK Chairman Mahendra Sirikar took the ultimate step of accountability, the step down. While resignation at this level are incredibly rare in Indonesia, there was not just a symbol of defeat. It was strategic move by taking the blame. They acted as a circuit breaker. Their debate show the international community that Indonesia takes the accusation seriously. It was the absolutely required to press the reset button on the bourse. So is the panic this reset? How is the capital market reshaping itself right now? The mass resignation paved the way for aggressive zero-tolerance reforms aimed at saving our emerging market status before MSCI make its final decision in May 2026. First, the regulatory bodies are enforcing a strict now 15% free float rules. This forced companies to release more share to the republic, preventing a small group of insiders from easily manipulating stock price. Second, the OJK is cracked down on hidden ownership. Previously, investors holding less than 5% of shares could hide their identities, getting loopholes for coding trading. Now, the transparency requirements are much tighter. And third, there is renewed push to demutualize the stock exchange. This means turning the ETX from a member-owned organization into a fully independent, profit-oriented public company. This shift is crucial to eliminate conflicts of interest and bring our market to international governance standard. However, growth often requires chronic balance. The MSCI warning that the illusion of a perfect market and forced Indonesia to confront its structural weakness. The resulting resignation and ongoing reforms are not just about saving face, they are about fundamentally rebuilding the integrity of the Indonesian capital. If Indonesia can successfully implement these reforms by May 2026, we will not only return our emerging market status, but we will emerge stronger, more transparent, and more resilient than ever before. It was a harsh wake-up call, but it might just be the best thing that ever happened to our economy. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.